Today I back my little boxwood. I bought it from a garden centre in 2017 and I've pretty much left it alone until I gave it a bit of wire last year to put some initial shape into it. What we're looking at now was back in last June. It was starting to really shoot out after its repot, so I just gave it a little trim back. I actually tried a method that I'd seen online. It's one of those diagrams telling you what to do and what will happen. I said this was the time to do it, so I thought, why not? I'll show you properly in a second, but the technique is like a partial defoliation, and it's meant to create a lot of back budding, which I think this tree could do with. This tree still has a long way to go, so anything that can help it is very welcome. Here's the top half pruned back, and you can see I've removed a lot of foliage compared to the bottom half. If I show you a shoot, normally you'd cut back to the first or second pair of leaves. The plan here is to leave the top alone, but remove all the leaves below it. Theory says that loads of new shoots will pop up along the branch that you've just stripped. So just to recap, this is what I started with, and this is what I have now. So it's only the tip left, my thumb is kind of hiding it. Then we should get a whole load of side shoots where the leaves used to be. So remember this, as we'll have to check on it later. Here it is after the work. It's pretty thin in foliage, but hopefully it bounces back and it will become extremely bushy. Also, I seem to have wired one branch down. This tree is very flat and 2D, so I'll slowly be lowering branches down to make it look a lot fuller in the long run. There isn't much happening in July. It's definitely growing, but it's not filling in much. It's still quite bare in a lot of places. In September, it doesn't look like much has changed. It's very slow growing, and it will be slowing down now for the year, so shouldn't really put any more growth on. I actually can't tell if it's filled in or not. All I know is it still looks very skinny and flat. This tree is going to take a very long time to get anywhere. In November it's dormant. It's an evergreen, so no exciting colour to show. Here we are this February, so time for its late winter prune, but let's first look to see if that new pruning technique actually worked. Let me show you from a better angle. The tree looks bushy and has lots of growth, so maybe it has worked. So here you can see where my finger is. It's pretty bare still. If you remember, we were expecting a load of shoots to back bud out from this bare section, but it looks like only the tip grew, which wasn't removed. Now we have this stupid long bare section. It looks like this technique didn't work. I'm not sure why, but I think I should just cut back lower down and remove the tip and cut back to the first or second set of branches like I normally would. So that's annoying. Probably explains why it was just a diagram and not actual real pictures. Anyway, I went through and just trimmed back the new shoots, this time back to 2 or 3 leaves. So most of these long bare sections have remained for now. I might have to cut back harder at some point, but these don't really like being cut back in the old wood. So we'll see what happens. It hasn't woken up in March, so nothing happening here. Same for April. This usually starts doing things in May. I'm not going to repot it this year, so hopefully we'll have a good grow season and maybe those back buds will pop this year. Thanks for watching. See you next time.